Have you spoken to the Prime Minister recently in the last 24 hours?
Why? Why are you asking me that question?
I'd like to know.
We've communicated.
I'm really confused. Is that a difficult question? I'm just asking if you've spoken to the Prime Minister in the last 24 hours.
We have communicated.
Okay. What has he communicated to you?
Well, I'm not going to tell you the extent of my communications with the Prime Minister. I mean, I've answered your question. We have communicated. What is your next question?
What's his mood?
I'd say his mood was very, very positive, extremely positive. I mean, onwards is one of his favourite expressions. I think he's very positive.
Has he changed?
Changed what?
His attitude.
To what?
To the way he runs the government. We're told that he sent out messages saying that, I remember the quote, him saying in the Commons, "I've got it, I get this," about things that have been done wrong. And the implication was that he was going to do business slightly differently. Indeed, he sent a letter to backbench MPs saying there's going to be more interaction. So my question is a pretty fundamental one, which is the impression we're supposed to take now that Boris Johnson admits that things should have been done differently, and I think that's his words, and I'm not trying to change any meanings around that. The implication of that is somehow a different Boris Johnson is emerging. Is he exactly the same in your book?
So your question was actually very open-ended and non-specific. But what I would say is that the Prime Minister, when he appeared before the 22 committee last week, promised change. And I think anybody who picks up a newspaper or reads a newspaper, sees a television news bulletin can see that a huge amount of change is underway at present, particularly in Number 10. MPs want...
Hi, Prime Minister. Yes, you know I'll do anything for you, big dog. BBC Breakfast News. Can't Michael Fabricant do it? I'm busy. Okay, but you have to make it up to me. What shall I wear? Hello? Hello? Thank you for joining us. Nadine Dorries, Minister for Digital Media, Culture and Sport. Yeah, so you better watch out. Have you spoken to the Prime Minister in the past 24 hours? What a weird question. Like, why? You're prying into my personal life, and that's very unprofessional, actually, Charlie. So why are you asking me that? Is that a difficult question? I'm just asking if you've spoken to the Prime Minister in the past 24 hours. I know, and you shouldn't ask personal questions. And anyway, I've already answered your question. No, you haven't. Have you spoken to the Prime Minister in the past 24 hours? That's right. Well, it seems to me like you wish you could speak to the Prime Minister, the actual Prime Minister. He's a really good Prime Minister, and he must be because he picked me, a published author, to be on his front bench. And you're just jealous because I spoke to him this morning, literally spoke to him on the phone, the actual Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, and he said, "Hi, Nadine," because he knows my name, and you know whose name he doesn't know? Yours. So... he speaks to me and he thinks about me all the time, and he never thinks about you, Charlie. So you're obviously jealous, which is painfully obvious. Next question. What's his mood? He's really positive, like onwards and upwards. Geronimo, that's his favourite saying, and he said it last night. Well, has he changed? Changed what? His attitude. His what? He sent a letter to backbench MPs that his approach... Sent a letter to who? What did it say? Who did he send it to? Who has he been talking to? Is it Kate Griffiths? Has he been talking to Kate Griffiths? Because I swear that backbench cow better back off. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Rishi Sunak is a two-faced snake, and the Prime Minister tells the truth. And the Labour front bench are all gapped off their nuts, and they're pedos. Nadine Dorries, thank you. TikTok, BBC, your ass is grass.